startling coaching surprise that has left viewers reeling and demanding for the return of country music superstar. Blake Shelton has caused The Voice to deliver a bombshell on its loyal following this week, which has caused the radios to buzz with excitement and indignation. The statement, which was made during a flashy advertising segment for the upcoming season, has created a firestorm of comments across social media platforms, with fans taking to voice their opinions to the fullest extent possible. Fans of The Voice are in a state of upheaval, and they are not holding back. They are expressing their emotions in a variety of ways, from fervent disputes over the new coaching roster to heartbreaking requests for Shelton to return to the show. The turn of events that captivated the fans, a formula consisting of star-studded coaches, blind auditions, and heart-pounding battles, has been the foundation upon which The Voice has prospered for the past 23 seasons. The show has always been popular due to the changing panel of music industry heavyweights, which includes names such as Kelly Clarkson, Adam Levine, and Gwen Stefani. This helps to keep the show lively and interesting. Fans are now questioning the show's overall direction as a result of the most recent twist. Teasers hint that there will be a significant shakeup in the coaching roster, with whispers circulating about a controversial new face joining the iconic red seats. NBC has chosen to keep the facts under wraps to avoid any potential controversy. Some people believe that it is a controversial pop star, while others guess that it is a reality TV crossover that seems more like a PR ploy than a musical match. It is just the lack of clarity that has contributed to the confusion. The posts on consisting of a wide variety of emotions, from mildly curious to overtly angry. Who was it that felt that DS was a good idea? One fan expressed their frustration by saying, "The Voice is about music, not drama." This view was supported by thousands of other fans. And a further user added, "I'm out of the game if they're going to replace legends with TikTok stars." Fans have been put on edge as a result of the uncertainty, with many of them having the impression that the show's fundamental essence, which is to celebrate raw vocal ability, is in danger of being eclipsed by gimmicks. A void containing Blake Shelton. Blake Shelton is the name that is the center of the controversy, because it is a name that is very resonant with fans of The Voice, leaving behind a legacy of 7 victories, innumerable unforgettable moments, and an audience that admired his quick wit and down-to-earth charm. The country vocalist moved away from the show in 2023 after serving as a coach for a total of 23 seasons. Fans, nevertheless, held out hope that he would eventually come back, despite the fact that his departure was received with tears and accolades. That hope has now developed into a full-fledged movement as a result of this most recent turn of events. Immediately following the news, the phrase "Bring Back Blake" has become a rallying cry all across the world, and hashtags such as "Blake is the Voice" and "Shelton Saves" have begun trending. The ability of Shelton to connect with participants regardless of the genre they compete in is cited by fans as a fundamental component of the popularity of the show. Blake was the driving force behind The Voice. He made it real, one user said beside a video of Shelton serving as a mentor to a budding country singer. Nobody strikes the same balance between humor, heart, and honesty as Blake, exclaimed another enthusiast. It is imperative that this new coach takes action, or else I will be pounding the table for his return. The fans found the synergy that Shelton shared with his fellow coaches to be particularly noteworthy. In particular, they enjoyed his fun banter with Adam Levine and he was involved in a real-life romance with Gwen Stefani. An obvious hole has been left behind as a result of his absence, and many people argue that the current roster does not possess the same spark. A fan expressed their disappointment by stating that the show isn't the same without Blake's laugh and cowboy hat he managed to make. Each episode feels like a get-together with the family. Why fans can't get enough of Blake. The popularity of Shelton extends far beyond the country songs that dominate the charts. During his time on The Voice, he showed his ability to recognize talent, provide support to those who were considered to be underdogs, and provide tough love with a dash of humor. The contestants frequently lauded his mentoring, and many of them credited him for contributing to their development as artists. Cassidy Pope, the winner of Season 3, recently reflected on her time spent on the show by saying, "Blake saw something in me, and I didn't see it in myself." Uncensored comments and a genuine level of engagement in the competitors distinguished out in an era when reality television can have the appearance of being contrived. Shelton delivered a relatability that resonated with fans. Whether he was tearing up after an emotional performance or jokingly undercutting a rival coach's pitch, he was able to do both. One of the users remarked, "He is the kind of person you would want to have a beer with. That is why we require his return. No one else feels the same way that we do. It's not only sentimentality that's driving them to bring Shelton back." In light of this dramatic turn of events, many say that his participation could contribute to the show's stability. The user who made this statement stated that Blake would never allow The Voice to become a circus. It is because of him that everything is held together. His comeback is seen by some as a means of re-establishing the show's emphasis on its mentorship rather than its spectacle. Another supporter said, "The drama surrounding the new coach is exhausting. The song would be brought back to the forefront by Blake." The debate regarding the new coach allegations claim that the new coach is a figure whose celebrity originates more from viral moments than from musical heritage. Despite the fact that facts regarding the new coach remain limited, the fandom has become more divided as a result of this. However, there are younger viewers who are attracted, and they argue that a new face could attract a different market. One admirer expressed optimism by posting, "Perhaps a contemporary celebrity will shake things up and bring in Generation Z." However, the majority of people appear to be dubious, and many of them have the impression that the show does not prioritize substance above headlines. According to the sentiment expressed by a user, The Voice is about vocal talent, not social media clout, which encapsulates the general sentiment. Fans are quick to draw comparisons between the speculated new coach and previous arrivals such as Nick Jonas or Ariana Grande, who brought pop flair to the team, but they were confronted with questions regarding their coaching abilities. The core audience of the show, which tunes in for genuine musical moments rather than manufactured drama, is the target of many who are concerned that this new twist could turn them off the path that lies ahead. Producers are under intense pressure of The Voice to address the criticism that has been directed toward the show as it prepares for its upcoming season. Some have interpreted the twist as misdirection, as a possible misdirection, with NBC attempting to stir up controversy in order to generate buzz, despite the fact that there has been no official confirmation of this. Some people are wondering whether Shelton himself might be engaged in a surprise return. In spite of the passage of time, it is evident that the fandom's enthusiasm for the show as well as for Blake Shelton continues to be powerful. The conversation is not showing any signs of slowing down at this point. Fans have been posting compilations of Shelton's most memorable performances, which include his famous chair spins as well as his poignant comments. Some people are even advocating for a boycott in the event that the new coach does not deliver as promised. Petitions demanding his return are currently being circulated. According to the declaration of one of the fans, "I'll watch for the contestants, but my heart's with Blake." A plea for intervening. Fans of the Voices are currently making their views heard and are pounding the table in an effort to bring about necessary changes. In spite of the fact that it may be a victorious comeback for Blake Shelton or a return to the show's beginnings, the fandom are unified in their passion for the music and the man who personified it. According to the words of one user, "The voice without Blake is like a psalm without a chorus. It just doesn't hit the same." One thing is certain, however, and that is that the supporters are not going to give up without a fight. The stage is set for a season that will be full of surprises. Will the network pay attention to their screams and bring back the cowboy who won their hearts? Time will tell, but for the time being, the red chairs have a sense of emptiness about them because Blake Shelton's distinctive swagger is no longer